Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Carson and I'm doing this video today especially for Amit. I had the privilege of speaking with him today for probably over an hour. I didn't even look, but man, it was really inspirational to speak with him. There's fireworks going off around me. I hope you enjoy that. And really had a great time talking with him. He's very, very inspirational. And I wanted to share with you my story. I'll try and make it brief for you. I was raised in a very, very ultra-conservative background home where it was almost a borderline cult. I was very disempowered, wasn't allowed to do much, wasn't allowed to think for myself and so forth. And so that led me into a life for many years of drinking and drugs, and I actually was homeless for even 6 months, and I even got locked up in jail multiple times. I had a rap sheet that was about 2 pages long, which means I got caught for doing a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. And when I finally made it through that, I went right back into the same control structure that I had broke free from about 10 years earlier. And so I went basically in my life from one control structure to the next, back to another one, and the entire time believing what had been taught to me from all these different authorities that were telling me what I should believe and what I should be doing with my life. And that being the religious structure and the government authorities and the teachers and the societal structure and the even the media and so forth. And so I spent a long time confused about why life didn't work and why I was so unsatisfied with what people told me was supposed to be the best part of life. And so I found myself about a year ago, just to fast forward through a whole bunch of other difficulties I had, I found myself with a stomach illness. I had a stomach illness for 8 years. You guys, 8 years of agony. On 2 separate occasions, it almost killed me. At one point, I lost about 60 pounds in the span of 39 days. And at that point, there were people flying in from out of town so that they could see me before I died. Everybody knew that I was going to die. I had been told I was going to die. I felt in myself that I was going to die. And thankfully, I didn't at the time, of course, but the illness continued for years and years after that, and I went to 54 different specialists throughout that difficulty. And every single time that I would go to see another specialist, they would tell me, they would do all their tests, and then they would tell me, there's nothing else we can do. We've done every test that we have available to do for you, and essentially you're going to be sick, or you're going to die. You're always going to be sick, or you're going to die. That's what I heard many times. I even had, at the very end of all this, they made me eat radioactive nuclear material. I had to sign a waiver for my life that if I died, it was not their fault for me eating radioactive material, the stuff that kills people. But I did that because I wanted relief from what was wrong with me. But nobody had that. Nobody had that relief for me. So 8 years into this, I decided that I was going to be well. And right now I stand before you as a healed man. Not because of a prescription given to me by a doctor, not because of a treatment program or anything like that. It's because I determined it to be so. And it became so. And the same power has been given to all of us. Perhaps it's in regard to finances, or in regard to success, or in regard to happiness, or relationships, or whatever it's in regard to. We've all been given the same capability, which is to believe. Belief is the single most powerful thing that we have access to as human beings. Our own belief in our own self. And and in a whole different set of circumstances. I just recently, about 5 or 6 months ago, I found myself in a 2-bedroom apartment in the city that I lived in the United States, and I was stuck in the rat race, and I was largely unsatisfied with where I was at. And so I looked at my wife in a moment of clarity and I said, babe, we are going to go live our dreams today, because I realize right now that we have one choice, and it's the same choice we've always had, but I now realize what the choice is. And that choice is that we have to live our dreams either now or never. The choice is now or never. And it's always been now or never, and it's always going to be now or never, for you, for me, and for everybody else. And so what I did is I gave away everything that I owned to orphanages and churches, and I just gave it all away to friends, and I just gave everything that I owned away, because it was not more valuable than my dreams. So I gave all my possessions away because they had me, they owned me, and now I own my life. I got on a plane with my 2 little baby girls that are beautiful and gorgeous, and my wife that is amazing. And we hopped on a plane and we came to a dream destination that we've always wanted to come to. It's a cloud forest, as a matter of fact. There's less than 1% of the land mass of the whole entire planet is considered a cloud forest, and that's where we live. We wake up in the clouds. We oftentimes spend all day in the clouds. It rains frequently. It's really, truly amazing. As you can see on the tree behind me, there's other plant life growing in the trees because there's so much moisture abundant here. And so anyway, life, every day of my life now is the best day of my life now. It's truly amazing and fantastic, magnificent. So I invite you to join with me and Amit and live your dreams. Do what you want to do with your life. Don't hesitate. Don't wait any longer. Today is the day. There's no reason to wait for some thing to come in the future. You can act today. Action turns adversity into advantage. Think about it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.